Dude, I have no idea. It's like I just I don't pay
I just show
attention to
up.
that
I don't know
stuff.
what's happening, and we're
Yeah,
live.
so yeah, see, I don't. That's how defacing paper. I see. I may
Yeah,
have to click on that link and see where it goes.
at Jalen Warner Art.
Yeah.
It goes to your Facebook business page,
Oh, okay.
like to your Jalen Warner Art page.
I thought it was art of, but yeah, who knows? Whatever. I guess
No,
that's it.
change it. Change it if you disapprove. What's up, Forney? Sirloin. Oh, fuck that. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, we're changing this because obviously you
Yeah.
don't know where it goes anyway. There we go.
Changing it to sirloin.
I did. It's not like you
Nice.
know where the other one went to anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Hey,
but other
Sean.
people might know. I don't know. Or find out.
Okay, you can change it back, or you want me to change it back?
No, it doesn't. I don't care.
I'm here to please.
Yeah,
So
no,
you tell me.
that dude Stone last night was pretty cool cat. But and
Man,
his
I thought
story
you were
actually.
gonna I thought you were gonna wet yourself.
Well,
Sean, if you
what?
want to hop on, let me know.
Yeah, what I was just I thought in terms of and I know that like people have done it before and stuff, but usually it's kind of a smaller print or something like that. But for his like little extras or whatever for his Kickstarter, he was doing posters, and I just went down. I just started thinking about those old school like Frank Frazetta type posters that were hanging in the in the basement next to the pool table, kind of a thing.
Hmm.
And it's like, man, yeah, if you could pull something like that off, that's I mean that's pretty cool. But and then he had his somebody's got to find that Kickstarter. I got to get it just because the story that he was talking about seemed pretty out there. Not
Yeah,
to mention it's like a real
I
book.
wasn't really watching. I was more listening because I was painting something.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that was a soothing voice. I can't remember his name. If you remember his name, or if you know what his Kickstarter is, or if Sean, if you have a second to drop Rodney's Man Crush, not Rodney, Warner's Man Crush, if you can drop his link in the comments.
Yeah, that dude was pretty funny too.
Yeah, it was funny. So what we're talking about is on Thursday. Is it Thursday night draw? Or,
It's
there you go.
Thursday night
Thanks, Sean.
throwdown.
Thursday night throwdown with Sean Forney and Rodney Fike. They had a special guest whose name I can't remember.
It was Stone Abdullah or something.
This guy with a killer voice talking, and Warner was in the comments just fangirling like it was a Pokemon convention.
More like a furry convention.
Or brony, I don't know.
So, so you're
Sir
gonna
Fike.
throw?
Too.
Are you? So was you got to add more red to that? Is what you said?
No, I gotta get rid of the red because I tried to get some red reflecting in the highlights, but it just looked like
Looked weird.
yeah, it just looked like I went with a pink marker and painted over some parts. So I'm just getting rid of the red. While I'm at it, just making some of the highlights pop a little bit more. I was gonna varnish it today so we can ship it on Monday. But what's up, Justin?
So, oh my goodness.
What are you working on?
I think I'm just gonna doodle.
Doodle?
Sketch card. Yeah, I'm just gonna doodle on what do you call it? Somebody had mentioned there was a post, and it was I think it was something along the lines of like what character do you like to draw or something like that.
Okay.
And And I had just mentioned that, I generally don't draw like I don't do like the Wolverine or whatever. I kind of draw like obscure, those are the ones that I like to do, you know? And what am I hearing? Oh, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the.
You hear my background music?
No, no, I kept hearing talking and I couldn't figure out what it was. And it was it's the live stream on my iPad.
Oh,
Um,
you listening to yourself?
yeah. Anyways, and then Amanda made a comment and it was like, "Oh, does that mean we're gonna have more Great Lakes Avengers?" I was like, "You know what? I haven't done that in a while."
Yeah, all right.
So, because
Maybe if there's an Avengers themed set coming that we're working on, maybe you should like just go ham
I, th-
on Great
I,
Lakes
th- I
Avengers.
think I think somebody made a comment about that. But yeah, if there were such a set, I would totally do Great Lakes Avengers. This is like the first time I've like actually just kind of doodled in a while.
No, he tries to be edgy. All right, there, I fixed the red. That can go dry. What can
Did
we
you
try?
send Sean a link? Is he
He
on
said
board?
he's
Or?
busy. He's working on a cover, so
Oh yeah, yeah, he
can't come
can't
out and
really.
play.
Yeah, no, top secret stuff.
hmm I was gonna maybe I'll do it on Sunday because I'm as long as it's not too cold. It's supposed to be like minus 32 here tomorrow morning, which is my grocery time,
How fun!
which is pretty much minus 32 Fahrenheit because at that point it's almost the
Yeah, it's
same.
almost a crossover. Yeah,
Yeah, or it's like minus 28 Fahrenheit.
yeah.
So I'll
No
see
thanks.
if my car will start tomorrow morning and can do my Saturday activities. And if I can, then I want to stream on Sunday. I want to work more on that gore sketch cover, but I also want to I want to do a pseudo tutorial,
Oh, okay.
which is how to use photo reference. Because I have, and you tell me now if you're okay with it. Because I have this.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's
okay
good.
with that?
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm gonna do a quick sketch of that,
Of
and there's
strongman.
another Thanos.
Oh, because you didn't show the hair.
Oh,
It's not on screen.
I cut it off because I didn't need it. I was trying to save ink because I don't care about the hair.
Oh,
But
oh,
he's
oh.
got a little baby curl.
Yeah, it's like a strong guy
Strong
hairdo.
guy. So use that as reference for a Thanos sketch. And then there's another guy posted in one of the groups, Brian Wilson or Brian Douglas Wilson. He made like a little card
Yeah,
for himself.
yeah.
But it's a really cool pose. It's kind of like on the stairs, crouched over, like, I mean, similar like this, like the Cyber, that kind of pose, but full figure. And he's lit from the bottom right and he's on a chair. I'm like, that's a great Venom or creature pose. So I
Right,
asked him,
right,
like,
right,
do you
right.
mind if I use that for a video, for on a video stream kind of tutorial? So, and don't ask me why I want to do a tutorial, but I think the kids like to watch that kind of shit on YouTube. So,
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, it's
so I'll do a couple of quick sketches based on photos and then move on to my painting. Okay, Marvel Cyber. What's this colors? I don't remember now.
okay.
I think I need more blue. Needs more blue, Captain.
Oh, what was that? Let me. I gotta find it. Go back here. This guy had awesome hair. There it is.
Actually, I think before I go heavy on blue. So who are you drawing?
Mr. Immortal.
Oh, I thought he died.
Apparently, he does a lot. So, wow, that is what's that? A pan flute?
I don't know what it is.
It's loud.
Is it loud? Okay. It's my
Yeah,
background music. Let me turn it down.
it's
I
just
just want it
somebody
playing
going
on.
off on a penny whistle or something.
Yeah. Oh, I'm beeping.
Doing. Who's that?
I don't know.
Mm.
Uncharted. Batman. Nope. Nope. Nobody's here.
So, let's see.
What's going on, Isaac? Isaac? Sorry. Isaac.
Yeah. So not. Oh boy, God, you know what? This is irritating.
What's upsetting you?
My for some reason my Bluetooth automatically keeps turning on my iPad.
So does it
So,
connect to stuff?
well, what it does is as it when it turns on, it's like my my earbuds like plug into it.
Oh, okay.
So, and I'm using them with my phone, which is
Oh, so it's switching from the phone to the
yeah,
pad of
yeah,
eyes.
yes. Oh boy, and now I got
That's
closed
some
captioning.
bullshit.
It is. I mean, and the thing is, I like turn it off like every time I have to turn it off like every time I stream for some reason. It just turns itself on. But I think it goes back to the what I was talking about the other day in terms of the updates.
Just changing shit.
Yeah, just changing everything, and then all of a sudden it's like now I've got like every photo from every library taking up all this, all the memory on my phone, and it just keeps plugging you into iCloud. You
Right.
know, it's like, ugh. And like I said, I have my iPad that's got a bunch of reference on it, and I don't need to be walking around with a bunch of reference on my phone.
Yes, Justin says a lot of posts about eBay's new certification policy for cards. I've seen that. A lot
Yeah,
of people are not happy about it.
yeah, I don't, and
I'm
my understanding is it's for like the higher end.
well, $700 and up.
Yeah, right. So
So
I don't know.
how does that? I wonder how that works. Adds 2 weeks to shipping. Damn. Who pays for that? That's what I want to know. Who's paying
Yeah,
for that extra step?
how does that get rolled into? How does that get rolled into the cost? And then, and in that sense, do people turn around and say, you know what, I'm just not gonna use eBay anymore? Because it's costing me this much just to sell a card.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this rolls out. I haven't seen I didn't read the details on the terms and stuff like that, but I'm also curious to see how this affects sketch cards, right? Because there are sketch cards that go for over $700 or 750.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what is there to verify that the card's real?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so that it's real, that it's legit, but also that I guess that it is the same thing that was advertised.
Advertised?
Yeah.
And what happens if it gets lost? The shit does get lost in the mail. Or if it gets
Yes,
lost on the way to eBay's, because is it Beckett that's doing it?
no, I think they said it was CG. Somebody said it was CGC,
Or
right? And
CGC?
they
Yeah,
don't,
yeah, CGC,
and they
because they
don't
don't
even
do
grade
cards.
cards.
Not yet.
Not as of yet. Yeah. So
But it's not about grading, it's about authenticating.
right.
Yeah, how do you authenticate a sketch card?
Got me.
Especially with the upcoming sketch card boom that we were promised years and years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Still waiting for it.
I think it's a silent boom, like a little quiet,
Not a sonic boom.
not a sonic. It's just like a little poof, boom.
Well, that could be the other. That could be another thing too, because I know that, and Sean can speak to this. Where you have, if it's an authentication thing, like when you send in, like, say, sketch cover to CGC, to get it, graded and labeled and slabbed and whatever, right? You actually have to send in like paperwork that yes, you are in fact the artist. Yes, that is in fact your signature and all this other stuff to CGC. And it's like it just sounds like it's a complete nightmare in terms of, you know just a lot of work that gets, that you have to do to just to get something on eBay.
So
Oh,
Justice says, do you contact the artist and authenticate the stock? Like maybe that's one way to do it, but what if the artist is like Juice or Bianchi or Palumbo? Right? They're gonna answer to like a random email service call, right?
right. Well, you know what? And here's another um, wrench to throw into the system. Is that is that um, is that artist actually an artist that was on that set? Because you see blanks out there all the time, right?
Yeah, just verifying whether the artist is a set artist.
Yeah.
But that raises the. I'll come back to it in a second because we have a question on Twitch. Can your skills as a comic illustrator transfer over to real-time court sketch artist? And that's for GZ Drew 4 GZ Drew 4Ev. GZ Draw 4Ev. Uh, sorry, I can't read license plates.
Right.
Um, and I think the answer to that, and Warner chime in, is that I think it's the other way around. I think if you're a comic illustrator, yeah, you can very easily transfer over to sketch cards. I think the question is, does a sketch artist transfer over to a comic illustrator?
Oh, okay. To a car. Okay, said court. I was like, yeah. I mean, that's yeah. That's actually how I more or less got, I guess, discovered. Was at a comic convention. At San Diego. I was um, I was approached by a representative from Upper Deck while I was in small press. You know, trying to move my comics. And Sean can attest to this as well. He was also approached, same show, and he was over in Artist Alley. And Sean does like a lot of cover work and color work for in the industry. So yeah, I think it does transfer over. I think one of the things that um, you have to get used to is instead of working on 11 by 17, you have, on a 11, well, here as an example.
Working on a sketch card size, but it's
Yeah.
essentially drawing a panel. Hang on one second. I think
Yeah.
there's someone at the door. One second.
Someone at the door. Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Someone's knocking at the door. Do me a favor. Open the door.
Or
Let
not.
him in. But yeah, I think that overall, it's pretty much a good lateral move, so to speak.
But see, the way I look at it, I think sketch cards can act more of an entry into the comic book sci-fi
You think so?
base than, I mean, if you're an established comic book person,
Right.
right? Like, isn't, I mean, I guess it depends on a lot of different factors, but for some people, it would be a step backwards.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, yeah. There's different ways of looking at it, but I think
Yeah.
that and I was a little tongue in cheek when I said lateral move. I don't know if but see,
Sean
that's the
says
thing is that
yes.
yeah, I don't think that I think that there's better odds of moving from comics to sketch cards than there is from, like, for instance, if you're a sketch card artist, will you get a gig working on a book? I think that that's a completely different. I don't think that that's the case. Not in terms of like you're not if you do a bunch of sketch cards on a Spider-Man set, you're not going to get Marvel's not necessarily going to. I think the odds of Marvel calling you and saying, "Hey, do you want to pencil the next issue?" I think
Right.
those odds are pretty
Yeah.
slim.
Oh, look at that. They came in. It's like they got a group discount or something. Jay and Lord Gordon Wills are here.
Oh, nice.
Let's bring them on board. There we go.
Oh, what's up, fellas?
What's going
What's
on?
up?
Happy New Year.
Howdy. Happy
How's
New
it,
Year.
buddy? Happy New Year.
Don't know how long I'll be able to hang out, but I'm gonna
Until
give
nap
it a
time's over.
college try. Yeah, well, nap time was over already, so that's where I've been the last 30 minutes. I was feeding the baby.
Oh. And how is the wee barn?
She's doing good. I took her to her 4-month checkup today. She had to get a couple shots though, so
Oh, so she's happy.
yeah. Yeah, she took a good nap earlier.
What's your name again?
Her name is Olivia.
Pretty name.
I agree, but I thought you were gonna call her Croissant. That we discussed this.
Croissant.
Yeah,
Questar. Questar.
that's her. That's her middle name.
Oh, okay.
Olivia Questar.
No, Croissant. Speaking of
Justin
Gordon, I just
says-
acquired another. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Justin says, speaking of Gordon, I just acquired another Sinister sketch from the Deadpool set.
What? Nice. I did a Sinister for that. I forgot.
Yeah. Apparently, Justin has it.
Awesome. Yeah, I never really see many of my cards pop up. I guess I haven't been checking ePack lately though.
You know, that's one of those funny things where you I don't know if it's good to whether it's good or bad if you can't find your cards out there.
True.
Like if you're watching the group or whatever, and you see all these people trading and stuff for sale, and it's like your cards, it's like, are any of these mine? And no, they're not. And it's like, okay, well, is that because people are holding on to them, or is it because it's like, yeah, I'm not going to get any money for this?
Oh, I don't remember. It was I don't remember what set it was for, but I saw one of my cards pop up on eBay for something. And it was Ultraman. It was an Ultraman card, and I had mentioned it to Paul Hill, and
Yeah.
he was like, he was like, well, what do you mean by that? Like, you saw another one. Like, I don't know how to take that. Like, how you feel about it? I was like, well, I mean, I don't care if my cards pop up on eBay. Every collector's different. They all have their own thing, and just because they don't want to keep that card or they want to try and flip it or whatever, that doesn't bother me because everybody's kind of got their own.
Well, once it leaves your hands, it's out of your hands.
Exactly.
You could always just turn it around too and just share the link onto like your Facebook or any of your social media, and then it becomes publicity.
And just get those bids up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why not?
Get those bids up. Yeah, get those bids up and create a little more street cred for yourself.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah, I guess that's right. If you get those sold auction comps,
Yeah.
There's Sean. You happy?
Oh, we're back on that. We're back on the cyber, huh? Doing some cyber again.
Yeah, Fridays are meant for cyber. I just want to get these done. Jay, I renamed you to Duke Wellington.
Oh, awesome.
Duke Wellington.
Well, he seems to have a very sophisticated palate. So
I'm thinking if I ever open a steakhouse, one of my signature dishes would be the Duke Wellington. Actually sounds, but it involves much work. It has to involve.
It's got to be mushrooms and bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I were to open a steakhouse, I think the specialty dish would be like a Caesar salad.
Love a good Caesar salad.
Not even a chicken Caesar, just a regular Caesar.
And that's the specialty?
Oh yeah, that'd be the place to go.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant in Calgary called Wellington's, and it's like a 1950s style restaurant, like pure something out of The Godfather or Goodfellas with the booth seats and everything, and it's great. And I mean, it's a steakhouse, so obviously they have phenomenal steaks, but their Caesar salad is something else. It's a Caesar wedge.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Right. Which is the first time I really had a wedge, and I'm like, and it's grilled. So they take a wedge and they put it on the barbecue, so it's all seared on the outside and warm lettuce, which conceptually sounds like microwave lettuce, but it works.
But it's crispy. Yeah.
I am so glad I do this thing with you guys before I eat dinner on Friday.
Well, we could bring Rodney on and he could just lay it on.
It's not like eating overcooked spinach.
Huh?
Isn't that just cooked spinach?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It's like cook it for 4 seconds. Boom, it's overcooked.
Yeah, it just turns into a seaweed
paste. Yes, we got to food quick.
Oh, I was going to tell a story about a Caesar salad. So I had.
Is it anthropomorphic Caesar salad?
No.
There's a story about a salad named Caesar.
It led to a hospital trip.
Oh.
So we're down in Florida for Easter break, and went to just a Outback or whatever, and I had like the Caesar salad, and we get back and my stomach was just really hurting me, and I was like, oh my goodness, I hope I didn't get like food poisoning or something from the salad or salmonella or whatever, right? So it goes away, everything's good. We get home, and then next thing you know, I've got the worst like heartburn. It's almost like I was having a heart attack kind of a thing. So I'm like up all night and just trying to settle down my stomach. I get, in the morning. So I have like a fruit punch, like Gatorade, just to try and settle things down. Then I have like a cherry, like popsicle. Again, trying to settle down my stomach. And it was like, the pain wouldn't go away. So we ended up going to the emergency room, and then they end up checking me out. They do some x-rays and then they pump my stomach.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
Dang.
wow.
And then as they're pumping the stomach, all this red liquid is coming out. So now they
Oh,
think I have
popsicle and the gator.
Cherry and all this crap. Yeah.
So
You
now
think you got
so
internal bleeding?
So now they're talking. They're like, "Oh my goodness, you might have a stomach ulcer." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm the most low stress, guy around." I was like, "There's no way I could have an ulcer." It's like, "Well, we gotta run some more tests, right?" So they pump my stomach, and then so now I've got nothing in my stomach, right? And it's been like 24 hours since I've eaten anything, and at this point. So then they say, "Oh, we did your X-rays, and we found out that you just have a boatload of gallstones."
Oh, Lord.
No, fun.
So this is on Friday.
What's up, JD?
So on Saturday they say, "Okay, well, we're gonna set you up. We're gonna keep you overnight, and then first thing in the morning, we're gonna do a procedure where they go in and they basically go in with some robot or something down the throat, through the stomach, over to the gallbladder, the bile duct, and what they're going to do is that they kind of cut the bile duct a little bit to release the stones that are blocking it." And so they do that on Saturday. Again, you can't eat for 24 hours before this procedure. So now it's day 2 of not eating anything, and couldn't drink, couldn't have water or anything, right? So then after that, that's on Saturday. Well, doctors then they schedule me for whatever to remove my gallbladder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're going to remove it. So they schedule a surgery, but they don't do surgeries on Sundays. So then now I have to go for
As the Lord intended.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not cut into Warner on Sunday.
So now this is now 3 days not eating anything, and and then of course after the surgery on Monday, still don't get to eat for another 24 hours, but at least I can have ice chips.
Did they give you any Pedialytes or anything like that?
Well, I was on an IV the whole time, and a nurse comes in and says, "Is there anything I can get for you?" And I was like, "How about a cheeseburger?" She goes, "No, I'm sorry, Mr. Warner, we can't do that." I said, "I will give you $100 if you go get me a cheeseburger right now." She goes, "Oh, I can't do it." I said, $200 to get me a cheeseburger right now. No, I didn't get my cheeseburger.
Oh man! So did you have to get your gallbladder removed?
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, but that was the thing, is that it was like this weird heartburn, but it was actually just the gallstones. That there was like a lodged gallstone, and apparently I had passed it at one, sometime during vacation, but then another one kind of got, lodged.
Dang.
But I think they said that I had something like 25 to 30 gallstones.
Oh, dear.
Whoa. That's a
Did
lot.
you get to keep them at least?
Make a necklace?
No, but it was, I did actually, I asked them, because I'm a nut, I'm cheap. And So they.
What do you think I could get for these on eBay?
Well, no, it's even worse than that. I was in the so I go in, and then I wake up in the recovery room, right? And I'm like, where am I? And they're like, you're in the recovery room. I go, well, Jesus, how much is this going to cost me? And I think they said it was like $2,500 an hour, right? And I go,
And that's when you pass your first kidney stone?
so then.
I can't believe you actually answered the question.
Right. He answers the question. He goes, $2,500 an hour. I said, well, how long have I been
Hell are you,
here?
Mexico?
Right. I go, how long have I been here? He goes, you've been here for 20 minutes. We're going to take you back to your room now. I said, no, leave me here for the whole hour. I want to get my $2,500.
Good for you.
And then
Sorry,
they said,
1 second. The comments are piling up. So Mark Robbie, hi Mark, says no green jello. That's criminal. JD's, you basically got a little Warner Rover going to collect rock samples in you. Fuck. And then Justin says, I've been there before. My open heart, I was on diuretics for 14 days. She had 40 pounds off of me. No
Open
water or
heart?
food, just an IV. Wow.
Lord.
That's serious, man.
Damn.
yeah.
That's some hardcore.
Yeah. I lost like about like seriously within like 2 days. I lost like 10 pounds.
I want to
But,
know how grumpy Justin was after 14 days of being on an IV. Like, I get testy if I don't have lunch.
The what was funny was I was talking to before I went in for the thing to just clear the blockage. Before I went in for that procedure, I was talking to my brother-in-law, and he was like, he goes, I said, oh yeah, they go in. And he goes, dude, you do realize that they go in through the rectum, right?
Oh.
I was going to ask, are they going through the belly button?
No. It's like they give you like this bit, and then they kind of you've seen like when they dope up animals like at the vet to do stuff, and they're just kind of sprawled out, laying on their belly.
No, they never let me back there. As much as I begged, they never let me back there.
What was funny was the nurse that was like prepping me and then basically knocked me out kind of a thing. They say, okay, lay on your stomach. I said, wait a minute. I said, this isn't going up the butt, is it? And then she started laughing. And then I was like, now mind you, this is like 2 days since I've eaten anything. This nurse she was on break, ran home to go like prepare dinner in the crock pot. So when she came in, she smelled like a pot roast, and I'm starving, and she's like prepping. I was like, oh man, you're killing me.
Oh my goodness.
You smell like food.
I was like, yeah, you smell like food. What'd you just eat? I'm starving. And she's like, oh no, I was on break. I just ran home real quick to check on dinner. I was like,
I love when a woman smells like pot roast.
Oh my goodness, smelled like onions and garlic and.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I did tell you guys I haven't eaten yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Keep talking about the rectum thing. That helped.
Yeah. No, that was okay. So
The rectum thing.
to wrap it up, that's my Caesar salad story.
Back to the Caesar salad.
And lest we forget,
I like how
this
you
started
spawned
with a
that
salad.
around. Yeah, how you spawned that back to the Caesar salad when
It
realistically
started with a salad.
the salad played no part in your problems. It just was
Right, that's what I blamed it on at first.
Yeah, like what you ate when this incident happened.
Yeah, and the worst part was that the night before, I had the big episode before that I went into the hospital. We had some friends that like cooked up because we had another medical issue and that we dealt with and some pretty was a pretty grim time. So we had some friends that made a really nice shepherd's pie and brought it over for us. And then it was like the next morning I went in the hospital and they found out about it. And the gal that made the shepherd's pie was like, "Oh my God, I put him in the hospital."
She had some major guilt.
Oh yeah, she was.
And you're like,
Never.
no, what's that salad I had?
She never made shepherd's pie again.
I'm still trying to picture the surgeons like consulting some in hospital holy man whether it's okay to work on the emergency because it's Sunday.
Yeah, well, apparently
I've
it
never
wasn't an
heard that.
emergency. That was what the procedure was to do was to clear the blockage, and then just basically buy him time to take the day off. I guess.
I've never heard of that. That's
But
insane.
no, because I think if it's not an emergency, it's not. It counts as elective. Like I'm sure, like if you get shot, they're gonna open you up on a Sunday, but they're not gonna like.
Yeah, but does it still need to fall in a blue law?
Like
surgery.
I don't know, right? Like an ingrown toenail, maybe that can wait till Monday. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like drinking or cooking a pork roast. It's like fucking surgery.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Shepherd's pie, my ass would have given you a Costco-sized box of Pop Rocks if I heard you were getting gallstones removed.
Yipe.
He's vicious like that.
Yeah, that was a good time. Let's just say that month, I think that because the hospital itself was being renovated and they were doing an addition, I think we literally paid for an entire floor. I think our bill was like about $250,000.
It's the Lord Jalen Warner wing of the hospital.
Yeah, exactly.
You think at that price they could have cut you open on a Sunday, but
Well, no, I mean it was that was the bulk bill. I mean, so that which also included the $2,500 for the 20 minutes I got to spend in the hour.
Yeah. Did you ask him? Did you ask him if they rounded to the half hour?
No, yeah, I did. I actually asked. I said, "Well, does that mean I'm only paying a third of that?" He said, "No." I was like, "Come on, dude." But yeah, that was.
I'm literally bleeding out of my ass here.
That was literally the first thing that I said when I came out of the anesthesia, was like, "Well, how much is this place costing me?"
Well,
Now that was also after like, a few days of me freaking out about all the bubbles in the IV line.
Whoa.
No, sir, you're going to need a lot more air than that to be an issue.
so Justin says, guess how much heart transplant costs?
Oh God, I don't even want to know.
I don't want to know.
Says it's over $1 million, and he's got the bill to prove it.
Yes, oof, man.
Did you at that price point? Just because I'm in Canada and we have free healthcare, did you have to provide your own replacement, or does that include the?
Yeah, do you walk into the mechanics shop? With
Yeah,
your
like
own
it's different.
alternator
When I
and
go to
say,
the
"Here,
shop
put
and
this in"?
say exactly, I need a new clutch, but I bought my own. It's one price because it's parts or parts and labor.
Where do you get hearts from, like a Pep Boys or something, or?
We're still talking about a
This
heart
is-
here, right?
Yeah, I know. This is, what? This got dark. This is,
I haven't actually heard it switch over to auto parts when this conversation was going, and I'm getting a little nervous here, guys.
No, but and I joke, but I'm gonna keep on going with it. You go to the doctor and says, okay, you're gonna need to get heart transplant, liver transplant, whatever, right? And then it's like, okay, well, what if I source my own parts? Maybe I could get it for cheaper.
Yeah, black market. There you go.
Yeah, it's like
Somebody.
you'd be surprised we can find on Craigslist.
or Grinder.
Grinder, yeah.
Who are you people? I don't know any of you.
1 million. I definitely have to put a few less important ones up for trade. That's what it's gonna be like. So how many?
So,
how
so
many
this
teams-
comes the time. This comes the time when Jay informs all of you guys. My phone has a history of being tapped by the FBI, and I am not lying.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
as you do,
nobody's
don't you have-
condoning anyone to go out and harvest body transplant parts of random people they find like Tinder, Grinder, Bumble, whatever. Not condoning it. We're just asking how the pricing structure in America is.
Who were those guys in London? Burke and Hare, was that it? The guys that were grave robbing to provide cadavers for a hospital.
Oh,
It was Burke and Hare. There's actually like a musical. All right, sorry.
I actually do have somebody else's parts in me too.
Oh man, I was gonna ask what I missed, but it sounds pretty interesting.
What Justin
Yeah.
says, they recently transplanted a pig's heart into a human, so technically you can grow your own now. So there, my
Hey,
question
yeah.
is valid.
Yeah, no, I did hear about
there you
that.
go.
Did you guys hear about that in the news?
I just did.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, just
Literally
happened
just
like,
now.
like a week ago or whatever. And so far, everything seems to be looking okay. They're obviously making sure that everything's good. But I mean, dude, think about it. You get a heart and a slab of bacon.
But they've been using pig parts for, yeah, I guess it is pig parts for all kinds of medical procedures for a while.
Oh yeah.
Use a pigskin for bird victims, haven't I?
Yeah.
I use pig parts, in the kitchen all the time.
Mm-hmm, so do I.
Yeah.
Some
It's
of
the
it
other
could be
white
for
meat.
medical.
No, I've actually got a
Just not on Sundays.
yeah. I've got an
As I
Achilles
call it
tendon.
in Tuscaloosa.
I've got an Achilles tendon in my knee.
Whose is it?
I don't know. They didn't give me a driver's license or anything, but
You didn't do a background check?
Straight out of the morgue.
Hey, you don't know where that thing came from.
well, it said it came from
Yes,
a
okay.
cadaver.
It's still good.
That's what they say.
Okay, I've seen way too many horror movies to know that could have a very bad ending. But I guess with an Achilles tendon, or I guess depends where it goes.
Have you guys ever seen the Big Bang Theory episode where they were going to cut the meteorite open, and then they were arguing about whether they were going to do it with a laser or a water drill, and they were going back and forth about it in the comic book shop, and the comic book shop owner, I forget the character's name, just jumps up and yells, "Why are you even thinking about this? I mean, look where you're at. I sell nothing but warnings."
Right.
Yeah. Jonathan says all original parts here, unaltered. PSA would authenticate my corpse. But is it? What
Yeah,
about
well-
a little worn around the edges? Some
So I got the VIN number, huh?
definitely not in the original packaging.
These serial numbers don't match up.
Lord.
And I just want to say, Justin, we're like, I don't know about the other guys, but I'm not making fun of what you went through.
God, no. Oh Lord.
No, he's
Wait a second, Dre. Are you trying to
He's
say that
on
we are making fun of it?
Well, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't
come
want to. I
on.
don't want to speak on your behalf. I'm definitely not making fun of it. I'm just trying
Man.
to lighten the mood. But
Justin made the comment that he got it off the black market. So
did he?
yeah,
Oh, then
yeah.
I take it back. Okay.
I kind of missed all of that.
Yeah, it sounded like all of Pat wanted to chime in.
Yeah. All right. Well, we went down a rabbit hole there, huh?
All because of
fuck?
Caesar salad.
Damn
All,
Caesar
yeah, and it
salad.
all comes back to the damn Caesar
Didn't even have any
at a
chicken in it, did
steakhouse.
it?
No, there was no chicken.
Okay, dumb trivia. Do you guys know where the Caesar salad gets its name from?
I do not.
I think it's because there's like some kind of lettuce in it. So
What?
that would qualify as a salad.
I knew this.
Yeah.
It's something weird.
Yeah,
Well, I can't remember.
it was the name of the Mexican restaurant owner in California who invented it.
So it's not really Caesar. It's Cesar.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good to know.
Like it's not Quasar, it's Quasar.
Cesar.
So it's not Jesus, it's Jesus.
Exactly.
So I guess depends on which book you're reading.
Solid point. Solid point.
Salad point. Salad point.
Salad point. Salad point.
Man,
Bum.
the puns in this stream are top notch.
Yes, they are.
This could be the
Nothing's too good for our crew.
This could be the highest grossing stream.
In
Hey,
days.
Nothing's too good for our half dozen listeners, man.
Exactly. It's we bring it.
Let me. You know what? Hold, please.
What happened?
Hold on to the parts of. Okay, I'll never understand why the hell someone was like, "Hey, let me just mash up some oil, mustard, garlic, and some tiny little old fish and throw it on some grass."
Some grass.
Mm-mm.
See, now he's ruined a Caesar salad for me. This is literally turned into Rodney and Sean's stream. Squirrel.
There.
Just
I
talking
forgot
food.
about squirrel.
If someone's got the Facebook thing, can you tag Tina? If you got the Facebook chat open?
Tina.
Tina, yeah.
Let's see. Oh wait. Shift. T-I-N.
In the end, Caesar dressing is just mayo with fish in it. A different ratio. Not all Caesar dressing has fish in it.
First of all, I didn't know that. See, of all the people that would know,
I didn't
what
know that for a
goes
long
into
time
it?
either.
Yeah,
The anchovy
if
thing?
anybody would know, this guy would.
Yeah. I think I learned that in the last maybe 3 years or so.
That's the traditional stuff, though, right? Like shepherd's pie traditionally is lamb stuff, right? It's essentially haggis. Just
Well, do you
prepared.
guys put beans in your chili?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, one can though.
Though I don't. Is traditionally you're not supposed to.
No,
Right?
you're right. You're right. You're not supposed to.
Yeah.
They
It's
will
weird
correct you
because-
in Texas.
Yeah, I
In
do.
back home, when my grandma would make chili, it was just beef and a bunch of other stuff, right?
Yeah.
But no beans. And it wasn't until we moved to Canada, and in home ec one day we made chili and we put all these beans in, and I was like, okay, well this is like different. And then I told my mom about it, and my grandma was visiting, and she's like, that's not right. What are they teaching you? Why are you taking home ec anyways? What school is this?
All right, your grandma's cool.
So what is wrong with you?
It's like, what? They're teaching you how to cook? And so, oh, and then I had this for a whole semester, not a whole semester, half a semester, had to carry around the goddamn sugar bag.
Yeah, I had to do that
Do
one
that?
time too. It was like a baby thing.
Yeah, like the baby thing. Oh, that does not go well with old school Eastern European people. Right? Just
You know,
sugar.
I mean, the intent, I guess, was to encourage you to be responsible. But yeah, that was like I don't know.
Because saying don't drop a baby on the floor is not enough. I mean,
No, you had to experience it.
oh man.
So it's like girls crying because they dropped their sugar baby. But I think in one way, in the long run, it just teaches them that they could get a sugar daddy and then not have to worry about it. Like that.
There you go.
That's what nannies are for.
Yeah.
Did you just say Manny?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Marry rich, and you won't have to worry about dropping the baby.
Seriously.
Or you
Hey,
can
the
Gotta worry
nanny-
about pushing them out.
Or-
Pay the nanny to do it.
or you can actually drop a baby, which is absolutely horrifying.
Sounds like someone is speaking
Oh.
from experience.
I'm not going there. I'm not even fucking- that sounds like a conversation I don't even want to hear about.
Man, speaking of babies, somebody's crying.
Are you gonna say, speaking of dropping the baby?
Oh,
No.
No, she sounds grumpy.
Oh, there we go. Did I flake out?
Yeah, thankfully it was around the time you were about to tell a baby dropping story.
yeah.
Yeah.
Something about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was boy. Here comes DC out.
Oh, he's gonna tell it.
Well, it was
Hello.
it
Hang on,
wasn't.
before you start with that, would you like to say hi to Warren's FBI phone tapper?
Yeah,
Hi,
exactly.
Mr. Men in Black, or Mrs. Men in Black?
It wasn't. In all fairness, it wasn't very far. It was from a bar stool. So
Ooh.
Oh, so much better.
Was it in an actual bar?
well, it was a pub.
Oh, even better. Man, this is getting even better.
Lord. Oh, good God.
It wasn't
Yeah.
Hooters, was it? Because that would just
No,
make it
no,
fast.
it was an Irish pub. So
Oh, like a filthy McNasty's?
yeah.
Filthy McNasty.
So,
Oh, that's a chain of pubs here. I don't know if it's.
Never heard of it.
Oh, okay.
no,
it's Canadian.
no, it was
They're-
it was just a local neighborhood one. But anyways, yeah, it was boy, when they hit the deck, it's like a piece of wet beef just hit the ground.
Oh,
Holy shit.
oh my God.
Holy shit.
I mean, it kind of sounds like Rocky punching, beef. Wow, that's this is
Wow.
this is dark,
Yeah.
but she turned out okay. So
We love her. We love her.
she's-
She's okay.
she's
Oh my God.
she's great. She's great. She's doing really well with the speech therapist.
She got to take her helmet off at age 6. It's okay.
She doesn't freak out when I take her to the pub anymore.
So
So fast forward 12 years later from me walking around with a sugar bag in grade 7. I'm in college, and we had one course was like project management, which is a really weird waste of time kind of course, but it was fun. And
Right.
one of the projects we had to do, they broke us down into teams or groups, and you had it wasn't a sugar bag, it was an egg. And we each got an egg, and we
Yep.
had a week to design a product that would protect the egg from breaking when you dropped it off the second floor mezzanine in the cafeteria. And then we had to do like the product design and the packaging and a little jingle and all kinds of stupid shit, which was fine, right? So, and we had a budget of $25 for everything. So that included any printing we wanted to do, any materials. It was $25. We had to show receipts, blah, 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 the whole shebang. Didn't include the price of the egg. So people were building all kinds of stupid shit. And me and my group, we decided we went to Party Packagers, which is like a party supply store. And we bought $15 worth of helium balloons and a stuffed bunny or something. And we cut off half the bunny. Like we cut half the bunny out, put the egg in the bottom half of the stuffed animal, and tied like $15 of helium balloons or $10 of helium balloons. There's a lot of balloons.
Right.
All I know is I don't remember how we had enough out of the $25 budget that we had enough to buy a 6-pack, which was at that time maybe like $6-7.
Nice.
So we did that, put the egg in the bottom of the thing, tied all the balloons to it, and then when it came our turn to drop it off the second floor, like mezzanine, it took like 15 minutes to finally hit the ground. So we got to drink our beers while we're watching it float away. It's good.
So
awesome.
People out there, if you're thinking you're just going to get some cool art tips and see some cool art being done, you're actually getting parenting tips while we're going on here.
Yeah.
Well, that and how to ace that that course.
Yeah, we got points for creativity. Wasn't the greatest product design.
You remember the jingle? It was successful, right?
Did you have the jingle?
Yeah, we had it. Somebody else wrote a jingle, and there was something about kick the baby will float, blah blah blah, right? But I think most of the other groups, their eggs broke because nobody actually tried to drop an egg in their thing in advance to see if it'll work. They just assumed it's going to work. And second floor, that's like 25 feet. If there isn't something slowing it down, it's going to pick up speed fast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the way up to what, 200 and something miles an hour?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to hit terminal velocity off the second story. But
that's it. It keeps it accelerating up until that point.
Yeah.
I want to go back to comments because JD's killing me. Chili without beans is just ground beef soup.
Yeah, it's also known as a goulash.
From taking care of a sugar baby to becoming a sugar baby, and then lol. Egg drops.
My next book.
I literally just stuffed my egg into a roll of toilet paper, stuffed it with cotton, and wrapped it with straws and tape.
There, so you have to do the same stupid project I did.
Mm-hmm.
We have so much in common. And GZ4DREV, again, sorry, I don't know how to read that on Twitch. Have any of you artists taken psychedelics for inspiration of a character or the mood for an entire panel? So no, for myself, I'm going to say no, but that's not a bad idea. And I think we should do that on a live stream.
Oh,
I have never taken psychedelics.
Yeah, no, I don't.
For me as well.
I don't know if you're gonna. I don't know if you're gonna
no
get
for
any
me, dog.
real. I don't. You may get inspiration, but I don't think you could theoretically do it while partaking in said substance.
I draw this crap to get away from the stuff in my head. I don't want to let it happen.
You don't want it to become realer or more real?
No. I don't want to see it come out and start melting my walls. I don't want to see that. I was the guy. I was the guy that all the people tripping in college wanted to like hang out in my room. I ended up having to babysit too many people on psychedelics. I never ever want to touch them.
Hang on. Eventually, one of these days, we're gonna do a Friday or Saturday night drink and draw.
There you go.
I'm down.
I know you're
I'm
down.
always down with a late stream.
We'll do that.
You just go
Isn't
until
that
somebody passes out.
isn't that every stream though?
No, I don't really
No.
pick on the streams.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that I've never.
I think
done
someone does.
that. Somebody does.
With a side of Caesar salad.
Yeah.
Caesar salad.
Happy
I've
New
never
Year.
done an egg drop, but I have. And I think I told this story before, of the Bohemian tree jumper story. Did I tell that?
No.
So we're at I'm stationed in San Diego, and we're a couple a bunch of guys in my command. We're just kind of hanging out, partying at the barracks, and half of our squadron was in one barracks and the other half was in another, and because we had just transferred over to the West Coast. Anyways, we're all partying, just getting lit up, and one of the guys that I worked with was we're hanging out on the fire escape, and he says, and we're just absolutely blasted at this point. He goes, "Hey, how much will you give me if I jump onto that tree and climb down?" Now this is like 3 stories up, right? And it's right next to like this pine tree. So it was like, dude, you're out of your mind. And before anybody says anything, he just kind of stands on the railing, and then climbs over the railing, stands on the edge, and falls into this tree, right? And it's like, what? He was dead set on doing it, right?
Yeah,
So
he didn't need anybody to tell him.
So he yeah. So
Somebody could have said, "I'll give you 25 cents." Done.
Yeah. I mean, so apparently it was free because nobody answered. So he climbs down the tree, and like just as he gets to the bottom, somebody else is coming out out the door, the third story door, and we're like, dude, did you just see what we'll say his name was Gary? You see what Gary just did? And he goes, no, what happened? He's just, this idiot just turned around, jumped into this tree, and climbed down. Now, before I finish this statement, here comes Gary like a freight train running up the fire escape, right? And gets the last step on the platform there.
Okay, baby.
Leaps onto the top of the railing, which is like a hand railing, right? And then jumps, just like flying through the air, and then grabs and barely catches the top of this tree, right? Grabs it, and then he gets slingshot around as the tree starts to flex. Slingshots around, and then you hear a crack.
Oh shit!
And his eyes got as big as saucers. Right? The tree snaps in half, and he falls 3 stories onto the pavement.
Shit. Woo. Some talents you just can't teach.
Is Gary still with us?
Gary is still with us. He had a fractured vertebrae. Spent a bit of time, a few days in the hospital, and some light duty. But got ridiculed furiously.
I'm coming.
By every officer in the command. Like they just come in and say, one, I think it was George, one of our lieutenants comes in and is like, "Hey, how's the Bohemian tree jumper doing?" Yeah. So he's doing good. He's out of the hospital. But yeah,
if I ever find myself,
what's that?
If I ever find myself having to name a band, I'm going to call them the Bohemian Tree Jumper.
Oh my goodness, I know.
Bohemian Tree
great.
Jumpers.
That is an awesome name.
All right, I gotta bail.
Cool. Yeah, I heard
right.
you being summoned.
Yeah, the
Okay,
kids
see you,
told me to go
Dad.
outside on the trampoline. They wanted to play
Oh
a game
boy.
on the trampoline with. We've got these, like those plastic balls from like ball pits.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
my wife bought a bunch of them to make these Mardi Gras decorations, and so she only needed the purple, green, and gold. So we have the red and blue ones left. So I took those, and they go on the trampoline, and I just throw them to them like play jackpot, where you just like call out a
Oh,
number and throw the balls out. And it's really sad because the 8-year-old wins every game, but
Wow. Well, have fun. Thanks for hopping
all
Get
on.
right, yeah.
get
See
the
you,
other
Gordon.
ones like catcher mitts or something.
That's a good idea. I can get their baseball gloves out there.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right,
All right.
See you, Gordon.
Enjoyed it. I will
See
see
you,
y'all
Gordon.
next time. Later.
Later, bro.
There we go. All right. JD
Oh,
says
you
same
never
project, but mine was in 5th grade, not in college. So that's $2,500 well spent on my part.
Hello.
Let's see who this is. I gotta take this. Hang on.
All right. So, Jay, what's new?
Caesar salad.
Caesar salad. Oh my goodness.
Nice. You were talking about your gallbladder. That's actually what Michelle and I had to go through a couple of weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it Michelle had the gallbladder thing?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, it's
She's having
yeah,
all kinds of fun.
it's you know what? It because mine was I had the laparoscopic deal
Uh-huh.
where they go through the
Yes,
belly
so
button.
Yeah, so did
And
she.
yeah, and then you know what was funny is that is she having any pain?
She was.
Really?
She's still kind of, yeah. She was very sore from it. The stitches are really bugging her. And now I'm just kind of laughing because it's like this poor woman. So it turns out she now has to start prepping for her colonoscopy because that happened to come up. She's kind of due for one now. So she just
Right.
gets done with gallbladder surgery, and they're like, "Oh, let's just go ahead and schedule you for a colonoscopy."
Yeah.
So yeah, we
Thanks.
got to go in Monday for that. So yeah, she's having all kinds of medical fun.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is that they because they send you home with the painkillers and stuff after the surgery. I had
Yeah.
I had zero pain.
Hmm.
I had none. No soreness, no, not even from the incision or anything like that. The only thing that I did have was the stitches were like really itchy. That was it.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any problems. So it's like I think I took one Vicodin because that's what they gave me anyways after
Yeah.
the thing. I took one and I was like feeling all kinds of loopy and I didn't like it. And they were like, you got to take it for the pain. And I was like, well, I don't really even have any pain. So I took one, didn't like how I felt. So I turned around and said, you know what? I'm not feeling any pain anyways. I don't need this. So I just chucked them.
Yeah.
So
what are you working on there? So I can't really see.
I will bring it up to the camera here. It's I'm doing Mr. Immortal.
Don't know Mr. Immortal. What is Mr. Immortal?
He is the leader of the Great Lakes Avengers.
Okay.
So
Gotcha now.
he's because I had done in streams prior, I did a theme where I did like all the Great Lakes Avengers and actually Deadpool was officially a member at one point.
Was he?
Yeah. The
Oh, cool.
but yeah, it was like it was Big Bertha, Flatman, Doorman, Mr. Immortal, and Squirrel Girl.
Which was the one that was the like pterodactyl chick? Wasn't she in the Great Lake Avengers? like
I
a
don't
pink
know.
pterodactyl girl.
I don't know.
For some reason, that always comes to mind every time I think of the Great Lake Avengers.
Yeah, I'm not incredibly familiar with them. I just happened to like at one point I found a sketch cover for Great Lakes Avengers,
Uh-huh.
and these were the characters that were in it. And then I had done some, in trying to figure out what to do on the cover. I had to, Google Great Lakes Avengers and found out that, like Deadpool, there's been several members that have kind of come in and out, and Deadpool was one of them. So, like on the sketch cover, I did all of them, and in the story, because like Squirrel Girl kind of went to the big leagues and became like a regular Avenger kind of
Mhm.
thing.
And then beat
These
Thanos. Yeah.
they would run around. They would run around with like a cardboard cutout of Squirrel Girl. So like when people wanted to take a picture with them, they could have the whole team.
Nice.
And then on the back cover, so like on the cover, I had them like holding the cardboard cutout of Squirrel Girl, and then on the back, I just had like Deadpool kind of peeking around the corner.
Nice.
So, but yeah, so I did like on the stream. I was like doing, there were sometimes I do like band characters, or so like I do like a GI Joe or something like that, because GI Joe's not with Marvel anymore, and
Yeah.
maybe a Transformer, or all the characters that you certainly can't get on cards or whatever. And that was when I was doing the the giveaways and stuff during the plague.
Right.
Because everybody was locked in, nobody could do stuff, so it was just kind of my giving kind of giving back to the community and making people feel better through the pandemic, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, but there was, I went through a phase where I was doing all the Great Lakes Avengers, and this is the only one I didn't do. I did all of them except for Mr. Immortal. So, and then something popped up on a chat, like a thread on Facebook or whatever, and somebody made the comment like, "Oh boy, I guess you're going to do more Great Lakes Avengers, huh?" I was like, you know what? That's a good idea.
Yeah, they're far too forgotten. That was a fun book.
Yeah, and it's you know what? It kind of reminds me of Brett's old book, the with John, the Boomtown Scabs.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like they're just like not even like C level or D level. They were like E level heroes just trying to do their thing, and they just sucked.
Right.
Is Dre muted still, or
I don't know. He's working. Hey, Dre, you
working?
there? He might be on the phone still.
No, you could be talking on the phone. Yeah. Anywho,
No, I remember the well, I was gonna say it's that I seem to remember the Inferior Five too from DC. It was what, the '60s, I think.
okay.
That was where Dumb Bunny showed up for the first time.
Oh,
I forget all the different characters for that, but Dumb Bunny was the one that I remember kind of stuck out, and I think it's the only one that really kind of kept in circulation. They would bring Dumb Bunny in every so often for different storylines, because he was just such a poster child for 1960s sexism.
right. Yeah, it was like right out of a weird James Bond.
Oh yeah. I mean, like a 1960s TV show. It was just pretty much just slap him on the butt in every issue. Just geez. And
Nice, I love it.
there was a really funny. You remember the Ambush Bug comic that where it was just sort of like off the rails. It was almost like Deadpool or the Sensational
Yeah,
Steve
yeah,
Hulk,
yeah.
where it just kind of got to the point where it's like it wasn't even a story.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Talking about the Inferior Five.
Okay.
and the mighty Great Lakes Avengers.
And the Great
Ooh.
Lakes Avengers.
Let's see the comments. So GZ4 Draw F says it's Gary calling to start that band. And Justin is asking, is she drinking that special liquid? I don't know what that's in regards to.
I don't either.
That was 10 minutes ago almost. So.
Wow, I can't even remember this. Maybe Dumb Bunny? We were talking about Dumb Bunny or Squirrel Girl.
No, I think he's talking about Michelle's prep for the colonoscopy.
Oh, yeah, she's going to be picking that up on Sunday. Cannot wait.
Ooh, is it the banana flavor stuff?
I don't know which flavor she's getting. The banana is probably the better one. I've been warned never get the black cherry.
Oh yeah, so it is about the colonoscopy. What did I just?
I don't know, we jumped all over the place.
Yeah. We're just trying to fill. Just try to make white noise.
So who are you drawing there again, Sirloin?
Mr. Immortal
Right. Okay.
of the Great Lakes Avengers.
We rename you back to Warner.
Can't really see too well, Dre. That's not gore anymore, is it? That's what do you work?
That's Cyber.
Cyber from
Marvel. He's from
a mutant guy,
Wolverine.
right?
He's the mutant.
Oh, is he an
he's
X guy?
Yeah, he's a bad guy. He's covered in adamantium.
Okay.
Wolverine took his eyes out, or he took Wolverine's eyes out, or something. I don't know. It's a commission for a Cyber fan. Or a fan of Cyber. I gotta stop saying Cyber fan because that just sounds weird.
Warner J. Dre Studios.
I'm too lazy to look up your tag.
Yeah, and apparently it was part of Jalen Warner.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Oh, new names?
It's Jalen Warner Art.
Oh, there you go.
That's your tag. The name is Art of Jalen Warner.
Got it.
J5 illustration.
I'm not Lord Wellington anymore.
No, I think Sean abandoned us. I don't think he even said bye. So
No, well, you could be streaming now. Who knows?
yeah.
I think he's got another one this evening.
I think when we started talking about medical procedures, we might have lost a few.
Yeah, when he was doing the stream last night, I actually got a call from Wolf. So I kind of had to bug out of that, and
I felt bad. I didn't know they were streaming last night. I'm Steph posted that thing. And,
yeah.
And then I was trying to call her about that, and then holy cripe, what a mess.
Yeah, I may have met him, but I certainly don't. I don't recall. I'm certainly not. I don't think I knew him.
To bring Dre and everybody else up to speed, it was a nice guy, a good friend, real good supporter for a lot of us. Jim Rowe, he passed away. Yeah, passed away, but he's a hell of a great guy. He was always bringing like presents to the show. It was, he always was just like giving stuff to people, and just real nice guy.
Was he an older guy?
No, he
didn't look like it.
No, he was. I mean, I'd be surprised if he was. I doubt it. I mean, I'd be surprised if he was older than me or even the same age as me. I thought he was always kind of considerably younger than me. I would guess, 40s, if that.
Well,
Yeah, nobody seems to know what happened either. Just we just saw the post from his sister, and that was it.
Yeah. Well,
That's all I got to say about that.
is that you, Trey?
I mean, is it me? What?
There's a thump in the
Oh,
It was
audio.
like somebody tapping a mic. It was like somebody tapping a mic.
Anyways,
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun
it's a
tonight.
Friday. Yeah, it's a Friday. Just doodling.
so on that note, what's with the goofy looking Green Lantern there, Pfeiffer?
What goofy looking Green Lantern? Oh, yeah. I'm doing a terrible job on Green Lantern there. No, you threw me because the other piece I was going to do tonight was a Red Lantern. But a lot of the reference for it is a nude chick, and I didn't want to risk getting you in trouble.
Oh, just put some post-it notes on the special areas.
Yeah, that's all
Not
right.
safe for whatever.
Well, I had to get color on Deadpool anyway, so that worked out. That's what you threw me when you said that. I'm like, wait a minute, can you see that thing from there? Oh, okay.
It's from the other camera. Yeah, I think this guy's.
Oh, I got it.
The one that you're paying like what, 50 cents a minute for?
Yeah. It's from the OnlyFans view.
Yeah, your only from your OnlyFans link.
Yeah. Okay, I think this guy's done too. Okay. What shall I work on next? Let him dry.
You got coming up.
I don't know. I mean, I gotta finish that gore. Gore? Is it gore? Yeah, gore.
Or
But
the
I don't
God Butcher.
really. Yeah, the God Butcher one, but I don't really want to get involved with that because that's a very slow process.
Mm-hmm.
I'll work on the Apocalypse. Or is there anything else I can work on that's suitable for the stream? Okay, work on that. Where's my Apocalypse? There we go. Apocalypse it is. Nipples. Nah, fam. Her costume is just some braille. There's no nipples.
No nipples. No nipples on Apocalypse.
No. No, it's saying about your. I guess it's about your Green Lantern, Red Lantern thing. There's
Red
no
Lantern.
nipples.
Yeah. Please. I never heard of this character until I started working on this. I am not
Also,
very versed.
You're not very what?
I said I'm just not very versed on the Lantern characters. There's so many of them.
Writing this up. Oh, that's better. Yeah, JD also says he does not condone testing out the braille on people's costumes. Probably, yeah, I can. Yeah, that's probably not something you want to do.
Hey, mind your own business, pal. I put Braille on mine, and I'm proud of it.
But do you want? Are you encouraging people to go and try to read it?
Of course. I place it strategically.
Read it to uncover my secret.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Weirdo.
that's me. That's
Oh,
me.
this is varnished.
reading runes.
I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible, terrible.
So naughty. So I started watching that Viking movie.
Oh, Eric the Viking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
I see what you mean. I only watched maybe 20 minutes of it because I was gonna just have it on the background and listen to, but it's way too interesting.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. That is not a background movie.
Yeah, it's not like I need to dedicate time for it. But yeah, I see what you mean about it being like for Norseman being basically a TV series version of that movie.
Yeah, yeah. And like if Norseman was like suddenly guest written by Terry Gilliam.
It's very similar though. Like the humor is exactly the same.
Very much, yeah. That's why I liked Norseman so much when you guys were recommending it. I didn't even make the connection at first, but that was like, now I realize like this is why I like that show so much. It was reminding me of one of my favorite movies.
I
How
don't
far
think
into
I've
the?
ever seen. I don't think I've seen Eric the Viking.
Oh Lord, you got to. It's on. I think it's on Tubi right now.
Okay, I don't have Tubi, but
Yeah, I actually you can. It's free. You can just
yeah.
Tubi.com and
No, I just never got around to it.
yeah,
So
they've got a lot of cool movies anymore. But yeah, they started running Eric the Viking, and oh Lord, I love that movie. How
yeah,
far did
that
you get in it, Dre?
Oh, like 20-minute.
Yeah.
There were. He went to see Freya,
Yeah,
and she told him about stopping Ragnarok.
yeah.
And they're getting ready to leave, and the blacksmith wants to go, and all the women are like, "No, he can't go. Who's going to?
Who's
Uh,
gonna mend our
who's
pans?
going to mend their pants?" Like, well, Loki's here. He's quite good, and
Loki.
like, yeah, I guess so.
all right.
Because
I'm
the
searching this
blacksmith
up.
is like Fabio, and I guess we're
Right, right.
to assume that he's servicing all the women when.
Oh yeah, he's fixing their pans on a regular
Yeah.
basis.
Like, yeah,
And did you get to the Berserker part?
Um, the part where the
He's talking to
father
his
is
son about
talking
it
to his
being
son, and
yeah
he's
about
like,
being a
"Yeah,
Berserker.
but you have to berserk at the right time."
Yeah.
And then the kid's like, "Yeah, yeah, I know." It's like, "No, no, not now, not now. You have to wait for the opportune time." Cool. Thanks, Justin. See you
See
later,
you,
man.
Justin.
Enjoy the rest
See
of
you,
your weekend.
Justin. See you, Justin. Man. I come from a proud tradition of berserkers.
Yeah. So, like I said, I was listening to it. I'm like, no, I need to watch this and see that, because I'm
Oh
sure
yeah.
the facial expressions play a large part in this. So
Well, the visuals alone. I mean, you get
the
when they start, when they really start going on the quest. There's a ton of visuals. Forget the dragon's name. It's like the dragon at the top of the world or something they call it. And then there's yeah. Oh god, the when they get to Asgard. Holy crap.
don't ruin it. Don't give
I'm
away
not. Believe it or not, I am not ruining this.
Okay.
I could like tell you the entire story of what happens in it, and it will not ruin it because the
You have to
jokes
experience it.
yeah. I mean, the plot itself is only 30% of it.
But even the whole bit at the beginning when he's supposed to be raping that woman, and
Yeah.
he's like, "You're gonna rape me? No, I'd like to get to know you first." Just
So it's
That-
very Python-esque.
Oh yeah. I think it was directed by Terry Jones and produced by a number of Cleese is in it. Terry Jones is in it. I'm trying to think of which other Pythons are in it.
yeah, I haven't seen John Cleese
Was it
yet.
before or after Graham passed?
This was before. I'm pretty sure. This was what 86, I think. I can't remember when he died,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it
I'm
was
definitely
sort of
looking this up.
I think it was sort of it was I think it might have even been right before they did Meaning of Life, but there was this time when they were just they just broke off and instead of making another Monty Python movie, I guess they got Hollywood funding for it and decided to do like this big budget adventure thing, and it's just pretty much one big Monty Python movie about Vikings.
Classic.
But the humor is a lot more accessible than like Monty Python. There's not like a lot of the crazy absurdism or surrealism or just but the jokes are actually pretty solid.
and now for something completely different.
Yeah, you don't get that.
Yeah, that as a kid, I was like, "What the hell am I watching?"
Oh my god! The first time I saw Python, I was like, "This is absolute genius."
I strongly recommend Eric the Viking. You know, if you as I was telling Dre, if you like Norseman, this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
right up
yeah.
your alley. This is right up your
Yeah,
alley.
it sounds like it's a cross between Norseman and what was it Yellowbeard?
Yes, very much like Yellowbeard, but I think funnier. I think a lot funnier than Yellowbeard.
And Tim, no, what's his name?
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins is the lead.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
And
they're
Mickey
just all
Rooney's
sick.
in it. And Freya, who he was just talking about, is played by Eartha Kitt.
Yes,
The
that's who it
cameos.
was.
Yeah, it's Eartha
Like,
Kitt.
who is that? I know that face. I couldn't place it. Yeah, okay, that's her kid.
Yeah, the
And I think you
cameos are
told me
great.
that she's in it. I just didn't figure it out.
I actually forgot about her being in it until I watched it again, and then I realized that she was Freya.
Oh, where is?
Great little cult movie.
What is this? Oh, it's gray.
Gray.
Yeah, no, I was looking and trying to see what color it was because it was in the shadows. All right, give me a second.
Who knows what lurks in the shadows?
Great.
All right, let's see. Where's it?
Oh, I have not followed up on that artist that you sent me the link on yet, and I do need to do that. Just let me
Oh,
know, Dre.
well, he's not going anywhere, so don't feel rushed. I was talking to Pat. He said he
Oh yeah,
has a little something for you today.
yeah. I actually talked to him about it. I got the first round of photos. Actually, the photos themselves, I'm going to go with them. They're fantastic. They it worked out really cool. It's unfortunately it's not a piece that there's like any commission or anything with it. It's just something I'm doing for myself. Probably going to try to put it on the market for.
Mhm.
But so therefore there's not going to be any hurry to getting it done. But I'm psyched on it. It was one of those I didn't even think about doing it. I've never done a 300 piece before, and like you, sometimes I'm working on stuff. I'll put movies on in the background, and the 300 I've seen like 50 times, and I just had it on one afternoon when I was working on some pieces, and just like as you said, sometimes with a movie you get pulled away from doing the artwork and you're like
Yeah.
watching the movie, and I suddenly got pulled back into watching 300, and I just started going, man, I want to draw one of these things. I want to do one of these pieces, and right about that time is you had been telling me about Pat, and I kept like trying to think of like what could I work with him? What would he be a good fit for? And it was just like this big light bulb went off. It was like, dear God, this guy would be a perfect Leonidas. And I just had this idea of a piece where Leonidas is like crouched behind a shield, and the rain of arrows, the Persian arrows are coming down on him, and he's just like clutching the spear. Like right before when he throws the spear at oh God, what was the Persian king? You know what I mean?
Yeah. The guy with the stapler accident.
Yeah, the giant staple accident. The really big guy with a staple accident.
The God King. Yeah, I can't remember his name though.
Yeah.
I
That's
guess
right.
I'm watching
Give me an
300
excuse.
tonight.
Yeah, I guess it gives me an excuse to watch it again. No, but he said some really damn good reference pick. And it hit me. It was like I got a couple of commissions where it's like male characters in action poses that I was always struggling with, trying to do combinations of, generic action pose stuff, reference stuff from movies, and then, doing anything else, trying to fill it in with little mannequins.
Mhm.
And I was never, ever happy with the way that came out. And then since you introduced me to him, I was talking to him and I says, and I told him like a couple of pieces that I have coming up. So he's on board with that too.
Yeah, I'm
So that's going
gonna.
to work out really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna use him. I'll put him to work soon enough too. I just need to get
Super
through
nice
some other
guy.
shit first. Oh, Pat's the best.
Super nice guy. Now, where's he based out of? Because I thought he was out of
Oh, there it
California,
is.
and you said he's not.
I think he's in Austin.
Yeah, Austin.
Okay. Okay.
Found it. Oh boy. And lost
You
it.
all right?
Yeah, no,
Did you drop the egg?
I did.
There goes the sugar too.
No, I had one of my earbuds fell out, and then like fell like under the drawing table, and so but it was like it was hiding. It was hiding in the corner or whatever. So yeah, I was spending all this time looking for that darn thing. So now I can get back to painting, I guess, is what I'm doing, right? There we go.
Yeah. So Jay, I mean, if you don't mind, I'd like to see some of the pictures.
Oh yeah, sure.
What pictures? Yeah.
Oh, I
The-
can do
the-
it. Yeah,
the-
I'll have to send them to you afterwards because it's on the phone.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
I haven't downloaded them on the computer yet.
Not a rush. I'm just curious.
He still has
Yeah,
a bunch of them.
me too, because I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, sure. If you guys want to use them for anything, that'd be cool. I mean, they're good action poses. Still, you can. They're not just you can probably get around.
I don't
Not
want
just has to be
real
Leonidas.
pictures. I want to.
Oh no, I'm good. I mean, I've got one picked out already, and I'm going to, and I'll probably end up combining it with a couple of the other elements anyway. As long as you guys don't do it, perfect Leonidas copy of what I'm doing. I'm not going to say anything.
I wouldn't do that because it's not even really about you. It's kind of cheating Pat.
No, I'm just curious. So, like, and I told Pat this as well. I want to see kind of how, like, you can guinea pig this and see how it works with the remote model, because I've never done that, right? So, it's an interesting concept. Just want to see kind of,
I mean, this is going to be a long time ago when I was first doing this stuff. I had a couple of actually decent male models that would do a lot of action poses and stuff, and that was great. But they all kind of got out of it. A couple of them actually got really kind of weird and flaked on me. But the when I started really getting into the pinup stuff, there wasn't really a lot of demand for it. And as I said, I was able to kind of cheat around, use them, different sources, mannequins, that sort of thing. Or me myself, for different action poses.
Frankensteining stuff.
Oh hell yeah! And for movie stills, anything like that. But it never really had the natural quality. And then when we started talking about Pat, I was looking him up and seeing the stuff that he worked on and got which artist he was working with. But he had on his page, he was like showing some of the covers that he was the reference on.
yeah,
And I'm like, geez.
like 30 of the 2020 Marvel masterpieces are him.
Yeah.
So,
And a lot of covers, tons of covers.
yeah.
And I just started thinking, like, Jesus, this guy's great. I mean, he's got a real natural quality about him that fits with this stuff.
Well, that was like one of his big gigs. Was he was doing the the arena tour thing of the the Marvel like things, almost like
It's like
Marvel on
like
Ice.
X-Men, yeah, but not on ice.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he's Wolverine.
X-Men on Ice.
right. But yeah, he was Wolverine in that, and then he's also done the Jurassic Park thing
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
So he does so he's like and that's the thing is that first of all he's got the feel for the characters in
Yeah.
in that stuff, but he also does a lot of stunt work. So I mean he's strong, he's nimble, he's and he's a stuntman and an actor, and he kind of runs the gambit where it's not just he just stands there and looks pretty. He can kind of get into a pose and sell it,
Yeah,
This
like a lot of
love
these guys are
letter
really
to
just
Pat is brought to you by Jalen Warner.
Right.
He's starting to.
well, no, I mean, really, is it like a lot of these guys, I've talked to, I mean, a lot of them are just bodybuilders or, they're just models, and, they don't get action poses. They don't understand it.
Right.
And, you get these like weird glam shots and, you're like, guy, it's, I need you like you're, killing a dragon or something, I can't have.
I get
Dragons
that
are
too.
real.
I know there's a market for this stuff, but I'm not selling to those people.
Yeah, that's not exactly my.
Well, But that's the thing, because the glamour photo reference, there's tons. You need busty redheads leaning over in a bikini, no problem, right?
No problem.
I gotta
Somebody
go.
hanging, you gotta go. You need a picture of a guy hanging off a lamppost, looking like he's gonna eat your face. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Right.
And good luck, because there's Pat.
Yeah.
Because he'll do that.
Yeah, he actually I found out about it. I was watching him on his Twitch channel playing video games, and he was actually talking about doing the virtual modeling kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh. So I was like kind of chatting with him on it and stuff. And then Dre had said, oh yeah, he's already working with Jay. I was like, oh, okay. Totally
you brought up
sense.
something there. I am having a lot of trouble getting Zoom running. And I don't know. I'm starting to feel like, the idiot old guy dealing with technology. It's really getting frustrating.
So when you say you're having a hard time getting Zoom running, in what sense?
Well,
Like,
just to get it running. I mean, I've downloaded the app. I downloaded the app, and then I'm like, okay, now what do I do? Because it'll say, okay, enable, and I hit enable, and it sends me to preferences. And I'm just standing there staring at, like, what do I do? I have no freaking idea what's going on.
But Zoom by itself doesn't do anything. You need to have an invite link.
So somebody will send you a link, and or can you send one?
Well, depending on, I don't have the free version of Zoom. I have the paid one. So I go and I have links, and I can create meetings and rooms and whatever. But essentially, and I'll gladly, help you troubleshoot your Zoom. I'll send you a link.
Please. I don't even mind paying for it, because it's going to end up paying for itself.
The free version, I think, only allows you to host a meeting of up to 45 minutes with only so many people. It's very limited. But if you need to do a quick conference call, Zoom is perfect. You just need to create an account. But if somebody invites you to a Zoom meeting, you don't need to have an account. You just need to install the app on your device, or if you're on a computer, you just go to the web link and you do it in the browser.
Well, here's what I'm looking to do. I've got a couple of models. One of them's up in BC, and there's another one that is
in Canada, BC.
Yeah, Canada, BC.
Wow,
she's in Kanakistan.
I like that. Sorry, go ahead.
So, they're really. They've done a lot of work with artists, and the one girl was telling me about she does a lot of work with Zoom, and because instead of doing a live shoot, and I understand, because one of the troubles I always had working with models around the country was getting them to get pictures taken and then send them, and without sounding like a total weirdo, or just the logistics of it.
Right.
And suddenly I'm finding out that that's what a lot of them are doing, and they'll just set up a Zoom meeting and then they just do the poses and you just do screen caps.
I got a
Like,
question.
that's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, and that's that's kind of what I was thinking when Pat was talking about doing the virtual modeling.
Yeah.
Was like, yeah, you just go on a Zoom and you just sit there and say, okay, a little to the left, now a little more smile, go ahead, arch your back a little more, whatever.
Bite your lip.
Yeah,
Bite
Pat,
your
arch
lip.
your back a little bit. Look sexy now, Pat.
So, yeah, hey, do me a favor. Can you run a brush through that beard? That'd be great. No,
Duck face, Pat. Duck face.
duck face. That's actually a great idea. I love it.
Do it.
Leonidas with a duck face.
Okay. I'm gonna just sidetrack for a second. There was an artist, and I know you've seen the pieces on Facebook, but this one artist did sexy, cheesy superhero pinups, but it was all the male Avengers.
Yes.
And it was beautiful. It was one of the funniest, it was one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know what you're
And
talking
it was
about.
like a lot of stuff like Thor coming out of the shower, the towel's just slipping so you see the top of his ass cheek, or and a lot of them are all like sticking their butts out, or kind of doing the Betty Page type poses.
Yeah, doing the oopsie look.
Yeah, oopsie, I dropped my pants. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I did that. Well, I did a stream because I have drawn Pat before.
Okay.
And but I did a stream, and it was during the plague, and so it was just kind of giving things away, and then I'd raffle off the card, right? So there was one card that that he had posed, and it was a Deadpool card, but like the actual and it was Deadpool like in a smoking jacket with like a Cavassier or whatever in his hand, right, sitting in a chair, and that was actually Dave Palumbo modeled for that. But behind him is a painting of Deadpool in like that sexy pinup pose,
Right.
kind of a thing. And it was after, because Pat had done a podcast with the Marvel Card Collectors podcast, and he was talking about how it was such fun modeling for Dave for this set, and he was a big fan of Marvel Masterpieces and Boris
Palumbo,
and Julie,
thank you. I was trying to figure out Julie and Palumbo. Those are the two that he worked with a lot, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
yeah,
And Boris.
Oh, that's right. He did do some stuff with Boris.
Yeah. So, and that's kind of how he got the gig with Dave. So, anyways, so he did like in this painting, he modeled for the picture in the back, and in this podcast he was talking about how like he would have posed for like every character or whatever in the in the set if he could have, even the female characters. And I don't know if he actually said the White Queen or not, but somehow I basically took the painting in that painting, that Dave did, and did the exact same pose, the exact same thing, but it was Pat King dressed as the White Queen.
With armpit hair and all.
Armpit hair and all. And it was, and I did it on the live stream, and then did the raffle, and I was like, you know what, this is bogus. It's going to Pat, because he actually watched the stream and was cracking up, and I posted it, and of course Dave gave me a thumbs up on it, And what was funny is that the way that he signs his painting is he writes D Palumbo, but it's vertical. So like when I signed the card, I wrote like my name after, and I wrote it down the side, and it was like, I write my name after, and then I turned it 90 degrees and did Dave Palumbo vertical. Warner after D Palumbo, and I
Right.
did his thing vertical. So, but anyways, it was and he thought it was just the funniest thing ever. So
You
now
know,
we,
a hell of a challenge, because I know he could pull this off, would be to use Pat, but draw him actually as one of the female pinup. Like, get him to do the pose and then do
well,
a complete like gender swap. You know?
yeah, I gotta send you, or you gotta Google it or whatever. But it's one of the. I'll send you an image of the card that Dave did,
Cool.
and because it's
No, but you did the didn't you do the Jusco White Queen pose from '93?
no, I don't think so. No,
I can't remember.
the pose I did was actually because
Was it
there
the one
was
that's in the painting in the background?
yes,
Okay.
that's the one, and it was the it because I think that Pat had actually posted like the reference photo on Facebook, that he did, the that pose. He actually posted the reference photo that he did for that card. So I basically just turned around and used the reference photo that he had posted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was
good fun.
that was a lot of fun. I think a lot of people got a kick out of that.
But anyway, if Dre, if you could help me get Zoom running,
Yeah.
I will gladly trade some contacts with you, some of these girls. There's one up in Akron, and then there's one somewhere else that is they're burlesque performers, and they do art modeling. So they're familiar with doing anything like glam, sexy, but also action poses as well.
Yeah, I mean what I wanted to
they do paid work, but they're not that expensive.
Right. No, and I understand that. I'm not looking for.
Yeah, but I'm just just to give you a heads up though. I mean, because I do talk to people about that sometimes. They get all excited and they're like, "Oh yeah," and then I'm like, "Yeah," and their rates are reasonable. And I actually get like artists like, "Oh, I got to pay them." Like,
Well,
yeah,
you got to pay for everything.
yeah, dude.
But I'll tell all my friends about you.
Yeah.
It's good exposure.
It's good exposure. There you go.
It's
Back
good
to the
exposure.
exposure discussion.
Yeah,
It's my favorite.
yeah.
This is my exposure right here on Dre Studios, at Dre Studios on the Book of Face.
Exactly.
In YouTube and
exactly.
Twitch. If I was
And
doing this
Grindr.
properly,
Don't forget Grinder.
OnlyFans.
that's OnlyFans. That's the under the table camera. Oh, look, Sketch Card Hive is live on Instagram.
Yeah, I haven't heard. Whatever.
Let me see the time here. Oh, it's 7:00. All right.
Is it time for you to go have your brisket?
I gotta have my brisket.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta pack it up. How long been? Almost 2 hours.
Yeah, this
actually,
is,
I'm pretty sure that within about like 20 minutes or 10 minutes or so, my headphones are gonna start dying on me too because I didn't recharge them. But
cool.
This was fun.
Yeah, man. I'll message you about doing the Zoom test. We'll figure that out. If the weather holds, I'll be streaming for a few hours Sunday midday, just like last week as well. If you want to hop on,
I might do that. I might just do that because I don't think I'm doing anything Sunday. Of course, it's going to depend on Michelle because I know her surgery is Monday morning, and I know she's going to have to go out and get her prep kits. But we'll see.
I'll drop you the link. Like I said, you're always
never
welcome.
hurts, man. Never hurts. If I can get on, I'll do it.
And same goes to you, Warner.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure. Don't forget to tip your waitress on the way out.
Exactly. What?
And
What? You got to pay them?
but they gotta get paid. What is
And
this?
tell her, no, it's good
No,
exposure.
it's good exposure.
All right, let's see here.
All right.
All right, see you
Yeah,
guys.
wrapping
Oh
it up
man,
is probably not a bad idea.
dude, I love it, Dre. That's looking great.
Oh, thanks, man. This is. I started this on Monday, and it was gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna do a quick juice go study. Mm-hmm.
Dear
4.5
God,
hours in.
I'm sorry, Joe's got nothing on that. I love the expression on it. It's
Well,
like
the
stylized,
expression is.
just Joe.
It
Yeah,
is just
I
good.
kind of. I mean, that's his expression, but like I'm actually painting it more De Vries style.
I like it. I like it.
I
Yeah.
also like it. Thank you. It's
All right.
gonna
All right. Well, hopefully I'll see you Sunday.
awesome. We'll chat.
Josh, see you later, man.
Later, bro.
Take care. Take care. See you later. Bye.
You too. Bye.
I'll drop off in a minute. I just want to
Yeah.
finish this wave. And
That was
that's
a
it.
that was a fun stream.
That's good times. We're still live.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
goodbye, folks. Yeah, no, that was
It was entertaining.
it went down some rabbit holes, that's for sure.
It was all good. But and I think I was talking to Jay about it last Sunday where streamers like on one hand I want to promote the streams and get likes and followers or kind of build engagement, and on the other hand I just want to paint and have someone to chat with at the same time. And if anybody wants to hop in the comments and say something and they want to engage, that's great. But even if there's nobody there, I'm okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, I it's it's not a it's so funny because I see like these guys that are doing streams and stuff, and they're like talking about whatever. Maybe they're doing an educational thing on something. I mean, you mentioned Sketch Card Hive going live and stuff, and and they're doing that stuff, and then they I guess it's that whole content creator thing.
Well, here's the thing, and without going down a rabbit hole on content marketing, it really depends on what you're hoping to get out of the content, right?
Right, and yeah, and that's my
Because
point is
you're a content creator, I'm a content creator, everyone's a content creator. You are. You're creating content, you stream, you're creating content, you're a content creator. It's just what you're trying to do, like what you're trying to achieve out of it. Right. And I think it goes for a lot of artists, because you got to think to yourself, like, if Julie Bell did live streams 3 times a week, you know how many people would watch? A lot, right?
Oh yeah.
But then you got to like, what's someone like Julie Bell or somebody at that creative level looking to achieve out of a stream? Exposure? No. Commissions? No. You're not getting commissions off, or those kind of level of commissions off the live stream.
Right.
If you're looking for an outlet and a way to unplug, which I think is what Dave Finch started doing, but then it kind of blew up.
Right.
Because I'm sure he's not like making a killing off those $3 Gumroad downloads that he has, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's having fun. He's getting artists. He's trying new things. He's chatting with people. It's not about the money. I think it's more about engaging with the community and unplugging.
Right.
And trying something different.
And that's kind of where I'm going with this, in the sense that I don't really. I mean, yes, technically, I guess you're a content creator, but yeah, it's not really, the goal isn't, it's a little different. I mean, the way that I approach it anyway is just I'm just here. I got, what else am I going to do, kind of a thing. And, it's, if I'm promoting anything, it's my own brand. It's not, and it's not even like, hey, I'm doing this, and by the way, this is for sale. I mean,
it is, but
it is, but I mean, it's not. That's not. I think it's just the engagement with the community. It's like, I mean, I love reading the comments and interacting with with the watchers. I mean, that's, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just not. I can't get that. I don't look at myself as being a quote unquote content creator. Or, you know what I mean?
You're just not an influencer. You're a content creator.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
It's
actually
influencer. I
probably a
think
better
that's the
word.
difference. Yeah.
I think that's the, yeah, and I
But
have no
again,
desire.
it goes back to what is they trying to achieve out of it, right? Like,
Yeah,
look, I'm going to go down this social media rabbit hole.
yeah.
Like,
Let's go ahead.
I want to get 10,000 followers, right?
Right.
Why? Right? Like,
Yeah.
what's the purpose of getting 10,000? Like, I would like, I'm trying to get more active on Instagram to build a larger audience, but it's
Hmm.
not so I can get sponsored by Michaels,
Right.
right? It's not that I can sponsor stuff. It's or get sponsorship deals and promotion influencer deals to say, oh my god, this new tube of Liquitex Basics I got today from Joe's
Yeah.
Art Store. Use promo code I Heart Basics for 10% off. No, I
Hmm.
don't give a shit about that. What I do care about is exposure and potentially reaching um, publishers, right?
Yeah.
Being
Yeah. No.
and that's what it's for. Like, and listen, it doesn't hurt because you get some commission. The bigger reach you have, the more likely you are to get some commission, get some paid work out of it. Yeah, but I'm not looking to peddle stuff. That
Yeah.
being said, if anyone from Liquitex is watching and you'd like to sponsor me, I would gladly peddle your page.
Definitely pedal it, but
I'll definitely
yeah.
peddle
No.
it though, even though most of the stuff I use is dollar store deco art. So if anybody from Deco Art wants to sponsor me, I'm available. Or if anyone from Dollarama, want to throw a gift card here, I need a new set of supplies. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I can be a slut. We can't use
Yeah.
that word on
Exactly.
Facebook. I can be a social media influencer.
Yeah. I'm more simple. I just do it just because. And what happens, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I just enjoy it. I just I enjoy the conversation, but I also really really enjoy just making people giggle in the comments. You know what I mean?
Or feel uncomfortable.
Or feel uncomfortable, whatever. Just
Bounce that baby. Bounce it.
six in one hand, half dozen the other, right?
Yeah. Is that how it goes? Yeah, 6 and 1 half dozen the other.
Yep.
Sounds right.
That's
All
about
right. I still need to do some real life work.
Yeah.
But
Same here. I think I'm gonna try and take the boss out. See if she wants to go grab a bite or something.
I also remember, I can hop on for a little bit.
Yeah. No, that was so. All right.
I apologize to the boss if.
No. It was, she could still be working. Who knows? I hope not. But yeah, that is really kind of, those highlights are making it pop so much right now.
Yeah, I'm really digging it. I'm kind of dreading it though, because if I'm doing this type of highlight build up on the face, I'm gonna have to do it everywhere else, and it's gonna take forever.
Yeah.
But whatever, no rush.
Yeah, I mean, you're not on a schedule.
No, God, no. Cool, awesome. Well, thanks for hopping on. Hopefully, catch you Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yep, you too. And for anybody who's watching or watches later, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, good times.
So
hopefully we'll see you Sunday.
Yeah.
All right.
See what happens.
Later.
See what happens on Saturday.
Yeah. All right. Peace.
All right, later.